Hey everyone, Theo Kaler here at the finish line of the 2023 New York City Marathon. The men's race in New York saw a course record fall. Tamirot Tola took home the win, making a big move around 20 miles and crossed the line in 2:04:58. Tola's victory was 8 seconds faster than Jeffrey Mutai's course record from 2011. This is his first World Major Marathon win of his career.
I'm happy to win New York Marathon for first time. This is third time for me in participate. 2 times, number 4. No, I'm happy.
Tola, who's from Ethiopia, was a late addition to the field, but he's no slouch. He came in with the fastest PR of the elites, and last year he won the World Athletics Championships in the marathon. In second place was Albert Korir of Kenya, who was nearly 2 minutes back in 2:06:57. He won the race in 2021, and this year he led a lot of the race early on. Sherrick Katada rounded out the top 3, finishing 14 seconds behind Korir. He was second here last year. The Americans were led by 30-year-old Futsum Selassie. He placed 10th overall with a time of 2:12:09.
Well, I went out at a pace that I haven't done in my past 2 marathons. So today, I think, I really learned what 26 mile is, what marathon is. So I'm glad that I was able to experience that here and still, be able to come finish strong and then be first American. So I'm very, very proud of myself today.
The women's race was kind of weird, but really, really exciting. The race started out very tactical, and considering how talented the field was, it was surprising no one was making any moves to break things up.
I was wondering what the heck we're doing. It was super weird. It was probably one of the weirdest races that I've ever ran, especially with the caliber of talent that was in the field, and talks of like breaking the course record and doing all the things. And then, after a bit, it was like, well, that's definitely not going to happen because we're running 6-minute pace for no good reason other than just do it.
Sometimes when the race is so slow, so you prepare your mind about few miles, how you can do it faster than from the start of the race.
You just had to prepare your mind on how fast I would get towards the end. So it was just like, once that move is made, just be ready to go with everyone.
But with 10K to go, Viola Cheptu threw in a surge, and the pack dwindled from there. With 800 meters left, the group was down to 3 women: Letessa Mbekgede, Helen Obiri, and Sharon Lokedi. In the final stretch, Obiri sprinted hard and ultimately broke the tape in 2:27:23.
My first debut here was terrible for me. And I said, I don't want to come back here next year. So, and after that, I said, wow, I'm here again. So, sometimes you learn from your mistake. So I did a lot of mistake last year. So I said, can I go and try to do my best? So I was ready. I get well prepared with my coaches, my family. So finally I made it.
Gede held on for second place, about 6 seconds back, while Lokedi, who won the race last year, was third.
At the beginning of the race, it was just like, let's just sit and relax and just follow the lead, and whatever happens, we just go with it. But it was very slow to start with. All the way until the last few kilometers, I think it kind of picked it up, and I was like, oh, I remember this from last year.
Obiri is the first woman in 34 years to win the Boston Marathon and the New York City Marathon in the same year. And with the Olympics next year, she's liking her chances in the event.
I've done 1,500 in Olympics and 5,000. So I'm thinking, maybe I can get the gold in marathon in Olympics. So I will set a lot of history from track 15 in Olympics, 5,000 in the marathon. Yeah, it will be so special for me.
Kellen Taylor and Molly Huddle were the top 2 Americans, and both women are actually coming off recent pregnancies. Taylor would finish in 8th place, while Huddle was right behind her in 9th.
I think that maybe I would have had a little bit more fair of a shot doing something a little bit more special than 8th place if it had went out a little more honestly. I didn't want to go into the trial segment not having done this for 2.5 years and have my body kind of feel like it feels now, pretty beat up. So for me, it was just getting that race stimuli in and being able to use the strength that we took from this segment and carry it on over into the trial segment.
In the wheelchair race, Marcel Hugh dominated the race, winning his 6th New York City Marathon title. In the women's race, Catherine DeBruner took off early and would eventually break the course record in her first New York. Make sure to check out Runner's World for everything you need to know about New York City Marathon weekend.